Namaste. Welcome back to my YouTube channel eEducator. In this video lectures, we'll discuss about stand 9, subject social science, chapter 3, movement towards a new world, textbook exercise here. Okay, previously I have uploaded a few videos of stand 9. If you have not subscribed, subscribe a channel and see the playlist of a channel where you can find these videos. Otherwise, you can see the description box of this video where you can also find the link of the previous videos there. Here we discuss only the textbook exercise, okay, the solutions or the answers of a textbook exercise here. Chapter number 3, movements towards a new world. And while writing answer, you make sure that your handwriting must be neat and clean, and your handwriting should be legible here. And write the answer point wise. Okay, whatever the answers are there, okay, long answer, brief answer, short answers are there, you write them in a point wise. Even okay, make a habit to write those answer a point wise in a fair notebook, as well as okay, make a habit to write the same answer in a test or okay, in the exams, in the school exams. Okay, so okay, unit test exams, whatever the tests are there, whatever the exams are there, write the answer, attempt the answers into the point wise. Let's start discussions of a exercise here. So still, if you have not subscribed, subscribe the channel and share with your friend. If you have queries, you can send me in a comment box. So answer the following questions point wise. A long answer is a point wise. We need to write the answer. This is the long answer here. So number 1, explain the effects of the rise of a global depressions. Okay, what was the conditions of a world after the what was the conditions in the world after the First World War here. Okay, global depression बारे में यहाँ पर लिखना है हमें. So after the First World War, okay, after the end of the First World War, the post-war problems of the world will come to an end. Such belief of European nations proved wrong here. So after the First World War, so European nations, they thought that, so after that, okay, post-war conditions, whatever the problems they faced during the First World War, yeah, okay, that the situations will over after the war. But okay, this imaginations or their belief of European nations proved wrong. Suddenly what happened there? Suddenly large number of shares began to sold in the Wall Street. Wall Street is a okay, share market and USA. Okay, Wall Street okay, is a share market, like a Bombay Stock Exchange are there, same in USA. That is a Wall Street stock market. It is a stock market of America. Okay, Wall Street, a stock market in that USA, causing a stock market to be crumble here. So large number of sales suddenly started selling here, and because of a selling of a large number of sale into the okay, that okay, market, the USA stock market crumbled there, was okay, broke down. So this crisis shook the whole world and shattered the economic conditions of nations here. And because of this crisis, this economic crisis in okay, America, that shook the whole world, and in economic conditions of countries shattered here. Now, critics had called these situations as a Wall Street crisis, and critics that said that the large number of sales which started okay, selling into this situation that considered a Wall Street crisis. So Wall Street crisis से जाना जाता है. And this crisis shook the whole world, giving birth of a great depression here. Okay, a great global crisis here. Depression here means a crisis here. A great global crisis, economic crisis took place here. Not only the like in European countries, even in American countries, this took place. Great global depression or a great global economic crisis was took place there. So even a superpower Great Britain had to sacrifice a policy keeping of a gold reserve against a current currency pound. So against a pound, they keep certain gold for the reserve. So now they need to sell certain golds. Okay, whatever that Great Britain had to sacrifice policy of keeping gold. जो गोल्ड जो रखा जाता था करेंसी के सामने, वो गोल्ड भी ब्रिटेन को सेल करना पड़ा करेंसी पाउंड को मेंटेन करने के लिए, कंट्री के अंदर करेंसी को मेंटेन करने के लिए, फाइनेंस कंडीशन कंट्री को मेंटेन करने के लिए. सो इट आल्सो अफेक्टेड टू इंटरनेशनल ट्रेड एंड इंडस्ट्रीज. Okay, it is also affected to international trade and industries. Import and export of a countries are affected. Global trade reduced to the half. Global trade, a global business was there. It reduced to the half. 50% is reduced. America also had to impose strict measures here. So America had to impose strict measures over business, import and export, or global trade in their country. Second number, discuss a factor responsible for World War II. So various factors are responsible for. So following factors are responsible for the World War II. So we need to discuss, we need to write detailed information about each factor. So fires nationalism. Second number, groupism. Third number, militarism. Fourth, failure of a League of Nations. Fifth number, Treaty of Versailles. Sixth number, imperialistic ambitions of Adolf Hitler. 7 number, German attack on Poland, and that is considered an immediate cause of a World War II here. Now, fires nationalism. Okay, fires nationalism. Fire nationalism are strong nationalisms in the countries. Okay, so after the First World War, fires nationalism developed in Germany, Japan, and Italy. So strong nationalisms which was developed, fires nationalism developed in the countries of Germany, European, Japan, and Italy after the end of the First World War. So Hitler captured some provinces of Austria, Czechoslovakia, neighboring country. Okay, so Hitler captured the provinces of Austria. Sorry, not Australia. Look at here, Austria. They captured the areas of Czechoslovakia. This area was captured by Germany here. So in Italy, Mussolini started a fierce nationalism. So Italy, who started? Italy, Mussolini established Benito Mussolini established a parties, and they started a strong nationalism in Italy. Japan, Japan also plunged into the war and put peace into the danger. So Germany, Italy, and Japan. These are the three countries who started fierce nationalisms. Groupisms. Okay, France entered. Different country had made a different groups here for the. So that France entered into the treaty with the Belgians. France has made a group with Belgium, Poland, Romania, and Czechoslovakia. This is the name of a country where France made treaties with this country here. So Russia also signed the treaties with Germany, Turkey, Lithuania, and Iran. They made a group. Okay, Russia, even Italy, from the Rome, Berlin, and Tokyo. Okay, the three groups they have emerged. Italy, the Rome is the capital of Italy. Okay, Rome, capital of Italy. Berlin, the capital of Germany. And Tokyo, capital of Japan. So, okay, Italy, Germany, and Japan. They exist group with the support of Germany and Japan. They made a group. Militarisms, increase of militaries. Okay. So the production of more and more weapons increase in all European nations or European countries. More number of weapons. Weapons means those hathiars which was used into the which was used into the warrior. So they started more productions of weapons in European nations. So war weapons better than the other are being manufactured. They made a competitions which country manufactured the more advanced and most destructive weapons here. So war weapons better than the others, better than the other countries, they started manufacturing. दूसरे के so comparing to other countries, हमारी कंट्री का ज़्यादा के प्रोडक्शन हो और ज़्यादा मतलब ऐसा वेपन बनाए कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा दूसरी कंट्री का नुकसान हो पाए. So all nations began inducting into the Navy, Air Force, and Army. So almost all the countries in European country they started inducting recruitment in a navies. नेवी के अंदर नए सोल्जर्स का रिक्रूटमेंट किया, एयरफोर्स में रिक्रूटमेंट करना शुरू किया, आर्मी के अंदर रिक्रूटमेंट करना उन्होंने शुरू कर दिया. So in this East Japan increased military forces. Even in East Japan also started military forces. They increased their military forces. Failure of a League of Nations. So in order to establish a peace after the First World War, League of Nations was found. So we know that the League of Nations was founded in 1920 after the end of the First World War. League of Nations was established to establish a peace over the world. This is one of the international institutions, but somehow it was a failure. So Russia and Germany snap the ties with the League of Nations, whatever they were the member initially, and they were snap the ties. They उन्होंने जो members जो थे League of Nations के वहाँ से वो League of Nations के member से वो निकल गए. They snap the ties, they broke up the ties with the League of Nations. Italy had captured Abyssinia. So there is a member of League of Nations. Still, Italy has captured Abyssinia. Japan has attack on Manchuria, and along with Germany had snatched the away provinces of Czechoslovakia. As League of Nations was there, still Italy has captured Abyssinia. Japan has attacked Manchuria. Okay, even Germany has captured the Czechoslovakia, where League of Nations couldn't do anything. And okay, so thus the League of Nations couldn't do stop the groupisms and attack over the countries. So we consider that League of failure of a League of Nations is also one of the responsible for the Second World War here. Treaty of Versailles. So Treaty of Versailles was signed, we know that at the end of the First World War, where Germany is found responsible for the First World War here. So at the end of the First World War, Treaty of Versailles signed, and Germany was found responsible for the war. In the treaty, what was found there, because of Germany, this First World War broke out here. And Germany had to pay 6.5 billion pound, as Germany was found responsible for the First World War. So that need to pay fine. How much fine? 6.5 billion pounds as a war fine. So rural provinces was taken away. The rural provinces of Germany was taken away. Rhine rivers had to be open for international sea route here. Hitler called the Treaty of Versailles as a piece of paper and announced to reject it. So Hitler who called the Treaty of Versailles as a piece of paper. It's a piece of paper and we reject it. They are not accept here. So Hitler ने ये Treaty of Versailles को reject कर दिया. 6 number, imperialistic ambitions of Adolf Hitler here. Imperialistic ambitions of Adolf Hitler. So imperialism means the policy to expand their territory, policy to expand their empire area. So Hitler had a fierce nationalist and militarist natures. And so Austria became the first victim of again Germany. 12 March 1913, Austria captured by Germany. 12 March 1938, Germany, the Adolf Hitler want to expand their areas, they want to rule over the countries. So the Germany had captured later on Czechoslovakia, captured by the Germany. So in March 1939, captured the Memel port of Lithuania. So thus Hitler's imperialistic policy was main cause for the Second World War. So the Hitler's are responsible for the Second World War. So Germany was responsible for the First World War, as well as Germany is also responsible for the Second World War. German attack on Poland, an immediate cause. So German attack on Poland is considered an immediate cause. So German attack on Poland on 1st September 1939. Germany attack on Poland on 1st September 1939. So Germany attack on Poland 1st September, and Germany attack Poland on so the World War II, which was began here. German with attack of Germany on Poland. So Britain and France plunged into the war. Britain has won many times to Germany to stop the war against Poland. So Germany ने माना नहीं, उसके साथ Britain and France they also plunged into the war here, and consequently this war was spread in the entire the world. Later on other country the other country who joined this war, and war was spread entire the world. So the German attack on Poland, it considered the immediate cause of a Second World War. So these are now question number 3 here. Write the effects of the World War II. What are the effects of a World War II here? So economic effect. So all the nations involved in a World War II incurred huge expenses. So huge expenses occurred. Those countries who involved in this Second World War need to pay lots of monies, and for the so America had spent $350 billion. Only America has paid $350, and other nations had to spend more than $1,000 billion. If we compare, if we have calculated, approximate the other countries, so only America has paid 315, and other countries more than $1,000 billion was spent into the World War II years. So property worth the same has also been destroyed. So properties more than $1,000 billion worth that were destroyed here. Okay, उसकी जितनी property भी का नुकसान हुआ. As a result, nations of the world were ruined economically. As a result, number of the money spent in the Second World War, properties has been destroyed in the Second World War. So that the countries who took part in the Second World War, economically the ruin here. Economically, the economic crisis occurs in the countries. So the nations of the world gave importance to the productions of arm and ammunition. Look at, instead of basic productions, arm and ammunition, production of arm and ammunitions was increased in the Second World War during time of Second War. So there was a scarcity of things of basic requirement, basic needs. Those needs, okay, the requirement, the needs which require human beings a daily requirement, जो हर रोज जो जरूरी होता है खाने के लिए, जो भी जरूरी होता है सर्वाइव करने के लिए, basic requirement, the production of a basic requirement which reduce here, instead of a productions of ammunitions has been increased here. So production reduce, inflation increase, and people, inflation or price rise. When the production decrease, price of products increase in the market. So inflation increase, people were struggle for the livelihood, surviving people were struggling here. Communism in China, another effect. Communism in China, Russia had made a fast progress with its communist measures in 1917, and with the Bolshevik Revolution, China was embraced. Okay, Russia has followed the communalisms for the progress here. In 1970, the Bolshevik Revolution or Russian Revolution took place here in Russia here. So China also impressed from the Russia, the whatever the systems they have follows communalism in Russia. China accept the communalism there. Japan receded its control over China. Japan had a certain control over China, recede or reduce. Mao Zedong established, Mao Zedong established a communist rule in 1949 at the end of a revolution in China. So at the end of a revolution in China, Mao established a communist rule on China. China के अंदर उन्होंने communist rule माओ सेसांग ने वहाँ पर establish किया. Beginning of a Cold War, is one of the effect. Beginning of a Cold War. So after the World War II, the world was divided into the democratic America and communist Russia. So and at the end of a Second World War, the two powerful nations, the world almost divided into two powerful nations. One side is America, another side is Russia here. Some of the countries supported America, some of the countries supported Russia. Both सारे countries they become neutrals also. So that the two powerful nations arise, one is America and another is Russia, become mutually opposed group, both who started oppose each other after the Second World War. Second World War के टाइम दोनों कंट्री साथ में थे, लेकिन at the end of Second World War, to establish a supremacy over the world, who become the superpower in the world, the competition has been started and is resulted into the Cold War, the war of words and the war of thoughts and wars of ideology. Both group initiated in order to support each other and opinions at atmosphere, kind of atmosphere which created at the international level the war of words and ideology to suppose or to support, to oppose, kind of they have done at an international level here. So that was created without ammunition, kind of atmosphere of a war is created without ammunitions, which considered the Cold War. Cold War means a war of words and ideologies, where two superpower started each other here. अमेरिका और रशिया का अपोज करेगा, रशिया अमेरिका अपोज करेगा एट इंटरनेशनल लेवल ये. ओके, दोनों की पॉलिसी का दोनों अपोज करते रहेंगे. दैट्स टर्म्ड एज अ कोल्ड वॉर. Now look at, answer the following question briefly. Brief answers here. Why was United Nations established here? So at the end of First World War, the League of Nations was founded. League of Nations was founded at the end of First World War. Why? It was to establish a world peace. To establish a world peace, League of Nations was founded here. So, but the fact that the World War II occurred, at the end of the First World War, League of Nations founded. Then ऐसा जैसा वर्ल्ड वॉर हुआ ऐसा दूसरी बार वर्ल्ड वॉर ना हो. सो ये वर्ल्ड पीस के लिए एस्टेब्लिश किया गया था, बट somehow World War II took place here. It occurred. It means that the League of Nations failed. उसका मतलब ये है कि लीग ऑफ नेशन फेल हुआ, उसकी वजह से सेकंड वर्ल्ड वॉर हुआ. नाउ एट द एंड ऑफ वर्ल्ड वॉर सेकंड ऑन 24th October 1945 यूनाइटेड नेशन वाज एस्टैब्लिश्ड हियर. सो यूनाइटेड नेशंस वाज फाउंडेड ऑन 24th October 1945. वाई? सेम पर्पज, सेम लाइक जैसे लीग ऑफ नेशन एस्टेब्लिश हुआ था, वही पर्पज के लिए, पर्पज ऑफ पीस, सिक्योरिटी एंड को एग्जिस्टेंस ऑफ अ वर्ल्ड. को एग्जिस्टेंस, नो, ऑल द कंट्रीज विल लिव टुगेदर हियर एंड टू एस्टेब्लिश पीस ओवर द वर्ल्ड, to establish in peace over the nations here. These United Nations was founded here. Its headquarter is in New York. Where is the headquarter? Headquarter उसका है न्यूयॉर्क के अंदर आया हुआ है. Explain the Economic and Social Council as an organ of United Nations. Means the council is also called ECOSOC, and this council tries to raise the standard of living of the nations of the world without bias of religions, caste, so without making a differentiate on the basis of religions, caste. This council, that ECOSOC, the Economic and Social Council, which try to raise a living standard of a people, various way. So this council and sub councils works all over the world. ECOSOC जो है इकोनॉमिक सोशल काउंसिल, उसके अलग अलग पार्ट है, पूरे वर्ल्ड के अंदर वो काम करते हैं. उसके अंदर सब काउंसिल भी है. उसके सब काउंसिल में एक आता है WHO, so वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. It works improve the health of a people all over the world. WHO works to improve the health condition of a people. Health qualities of a people should be improved by WHO. IMF, International Monetary Fund, it works to establish a financial stability. It provides a loan, it requires the countries, financial stability can be established with IMF. FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization, it helps to improve agriculture production, forest and fisheries, raise nutrition level here. So generally, they regarding the productions of a forest and food and agriculture regarding FAO was working at the international level here. ILO, International Labour Organization, works to provide rights and justice of labor. So it works for the protections of labor, protection of rights of labor here. Another, UNICEF. So United Nations International Children Emergency Fund, it works for the children here. So it undertakes the child welfare activities, improve the health of children of world, providing nutrition, food, and it works for the educations also here. So for the upliftment of children's, to provide improve the health conditions of children's, and to provide foods and education for the children. This is working in the world, different countries. UNESCO, this United Nations Education, Scientific and Cultural Organization, it works to improve the cooperation between the nations by removing illiteracy. It also regarding education here, raising the standard of living people through the educations, providing justice, education, science and cultural resources के लिए UNESCO काम करता है. Short note, number 1 is the General Assembly. Question number 3, number 1. So General Assembly is the biggest organ of United Nations. Is the General Assembly. So, the organ. So General Assembly is one of the biggest organ of United Nations. It includes the representatives of all the member nations. Whatever the members are there, the representations are there in a General Assembly. General Assembly के अंदर सभी country के members वहाँ पर होते हैं. Every nation can send maximum 5 member representatives to this. जब यूनाइटेड नेशन का जब जनरल असेंबलीज होता है, जनरल असेंबली के अंदर दे कैन एवरी कंट्री कैन सेंड मैक्सिमम 5 मेंबर्स, 5 रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स कंट्री के अंदर से सेंड कर सकते हैं. बट ड्यूरिंग द इलेक्शंस, व्हेन एवर द वोट्स आर देयर इन इलेक्शन इन अ जनरल असेंबली के समय जब वोटिंग किया जाता है, सो ओनली 1 ऑफ ईच कंट्रीज कैन काउंटेड हियर. सो 5 रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे थे, लेकिन 5 के अंदर से कोई एक व्यक्ति ही वोट कर सकता है. सो ओनली 1 वोट ऑफ ईच कंट्रीज इज काउंटेड हियर. What are the functions of a General Assembly here? So it can discuss and advise, suggest or recommend on any matter related to international relations. So in international relations, this works. They provide a guidance, they suggest and advise at an international matter here. It accepts the budgets presented by Secretary. okay, Secretary of a General of United Nations or Secretary General, they present the budgets in a okay, General Assembly, and this General Assembly accept the budgets, okay, accept the budget, Secretary General every year, and allow the expenses, and the budget related discussions also carried out. Attempts to find solutions to the economic problems in Asia. What the countries was economically weak, and those facing okay, problems, economic problems in the countries, even related to human rights, disarmaments, and other international matters are also discussed in a General Assembly. Fourth number, decisions are taken by two-third majority general matters. So whatever general matters they want to take the decision, they take the decision with a two-third majority. Second number, Security Council of United Nations, another important organs of United Nations. This is the most important organs of United Nations. There are 5 permanent members in this. Okay, there are the 5 permanent members. How many? 5 permanent members in Security Council: America, Britain, France, Russia, and China. America, Britain, France, Russia, and China. These 5 permanent members. And other 10 countries are non-permanent members, and they are elected for the 2 years by General Assembly. So other 10 members are elected. They are non-permanent and they are elected for 2 years. जो non-permanent member 2 साल के लिए elect किया जाता है. कौन elect करता है? General Assembly के अंदर से election होता है. This council enjoyed tremendous power in order to maintain international peace and security here. So, to maintain a peace and security, this Security Council, Security Council enjoying the tremendous, huge power they have. It solved the problems and disputes of nations peacefully through the negotiation and mediation. If the two countries has a problem, so this Security Council do the mediations, they do the negotiations, and they try to solve the problem. When any one permanent member does not vote to support of some important international matter, so he cannot take a decisions here. So 5 permanent members, these 5 countries are the permanent members. Now if any resolution should be, if they want to pass a resolutions in a Security Council, so all the 5 members, जितने भी 5 मेंबर जो है, अमेरिका, ब्रिटेन, फ्रांस एंड रशिया, दे नीड टू वोट हियर. सो दोनों 5 एक साथ में हो गए तो डिसीजन पास हो सकता है. अदरवाइज परमानेंट मेंबर डज नॉट वोट, कोई उसके सपोर्ट में वोट नहीं करता है, उसके ओपोज में कोई एक कंट्री भी वोट करता है तो वो डिसीजन नहीं हो सकता है. डिसीजन कैन नॉट बी पास, एंड दिस पावर फॉर 5 परमानेंट मेंबर्स is considered veto power or right to deny. Russia has used the veto power maximum numbers of times. Russia also use a veto power for India. Answer in one sentence. Which treaty was responsible for the World War II? So the Treaty of Versailles was responsible for World War II. And who was a German dictator? Who was German dictator? Adolf Hitler was German dictator. Name the Italian dictator: Benito Mussolini. Fourth number, give the immediate reason for the World War II. So what was the immediate reasons? So German attack on Poland is considered the immediate reason for the World War II. Where is a UN headquarters? So where is a UN headquarters situated in New York, America? What is Cold War? So Cold War is the term as the war of words and the war of thoughts that both the groups initiated in order or to support or oppose each other opinions. Atmosphere of a war, atmosphere that was created without ammunition was called. So simply you can call the war of words and ideology which took place between America and Russia, which create the atmosphere of a war, which is known as a Cold War. So war of words and ideology, which two initiated between two superpower to oppose each other opinions, is known as a Cold War. Okay. Who started Nazism in Germany? So who started Nazi party in Germany? Hitler. Who started? Second number, who takes care of improving the health of a people of the world? So WHO, World Health Organization. Choose the correct options from the given below. Choose the correct option. So correct options. Fascism began in Germany. Wrong है. Fascism Germany नहीं हुआ. Mussolini was the German leader. So Mussolini Germany ना Italy का leader था. It is also wrong. Okay, the symbol of Nazi party was a bundle of stick and axe. That is also the Italy का, तो एक ही बचा भी. Mussolini established fascist party in Italy. So D option is the correct here. Okay, यहाँ पर D आएगा. Here are the answer. First A, second A, third D. Okay, this is the exercise of lesson number 3 here. Okay, if you have any queries regarding the lesson, you can send me the comment. And if you are new on the channels and if you have not subscribed my channel, subscribe and share with your friends here. The other chapters video will be uploaded soon here. Remaining chapters, जितने भी chapter बाकी है, I try to upload very soon this remaining videos. Thank you.